Damn, you're wild. He said it before I even went live too, man. What a G. Damn, he's gonna get murked for that. I hope he doesn't, but damn. Damn. Alrighty, welcome to Let's Play Tokyo Dark Remembrance Part 3. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. Give me a second. Hey, yo, I saw what you just... Yo, alright, you're a G for that. Hopefully you don't get murked for that, though. I don't think I have much respect in that server, to be honest. Even though I'm a moderator. They don't think I do much, which I don't, but it'd be alright. Hopefully you don't get banned for that. Damn. Yeah, I really do appreciate you doing that, but you oh, dude. Hopefully you don't get hopefully that just gets glossed over. I'm glossing over it. It's under the rule radar. Okay, yeah. Okay, then. Smart. Alrighty, so yeah, like I said, we're back with Tokyo Dark Remembrance Part 3, and we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. We are currently investigating on our own without any license to do so. We are going against the law as a cop. Which is not directly promoting. True, you're just stating that I'm live. I gotta turn my volume down a little bit. I turned my volume down a little bit. If anyone has a problem with it, like I said in the first episode, if anyone has a problem with the sound or anything like that, I'll definitely, I would not be opposed to lessening the volume for you guys. But if any, other than that, hope you all enjoy. So currently our sanity is not good still. Our professionalism is worse. Our investigation is plus 50, and our neurosis is a negative 27. I believe less neurosis is good. Neurosis is good. I don't know. I don't think so. But stressed. Okay, no, we're not. That's not good. We're unprofessional currently. We're very unprofessional. As for where to go, I'm trying to remember what happened last. All right, so Goto. We're going here because of Goto. Are we? We're going here to talk to Goto? So, oh yeah, okay. We're going here to talk to Goto and tell him to leave that one girl alone if we can. I believe he would be in here if anything. I don't know how we're going to do that other than blah, blah, but we'll see what happens. Oh crap. You know, you're bad for business. Don't worry, I'm not planning on staying long. Where's Goto? Goto? You sweet on him all of a sudden now? No, I'm not messing around. You see him? Oh no, she's like, I'm not messing around. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I saw him outside the bar 15 minutes ago. Where was he heading? Where do you think? Towards his favorite love spot with some little thing in tow. Believe it or not, I didn't think to follow him beyond that. Better be quick. With all you cops hovering around, I doubt he'll stay there for long. Interesting. Okay, I hope nothing graphic happens. I hope nothing. Okay, we're just gonna go. Yeah. I don't want anything graphic. Okay, well, we got here before it happens. Oh, if it isn't my favorite detective, suppose I should thank you. However, since that night, this place got more of a dangerous appeal. Detective, you called the cops? I'm getting out of here, you creep. Bitch was a prude anyway. Would barely let me touch her. You're not a prude though, are you? Now that we're alone, why don't we start from where we left off? Don't look at me like that. She's 16, old enough to know what she wants. That's not okay. That's not okay for me to say. I'm an American. No, I'm an American. It's not okay. I know Japanese, it's okay, but it's not okay for me to say. Let me restate that. Don't look at me like that. She's 18. Old enough to... God damn it. Fuck. Old enough to know what she wants. As adults, we can do whatever we want, right? Gosh, man, I hate this guy. As long as I say to everybody that this is not okay, this is not okay, I do not condone this behavior whatsoever. The sewer. Another standoff. It felt so similar. Draw a gun? Shoot him! What? You're breaking the law. Shoot him! Dude, believe it or not, I almost picked that option just because it almost felt natural. But anyways. So shoot him. What? I guess I should be grateful you haven't broken out the rope yet. First I warn you about trespassing, and then I feel you're here again after some girl in Akihabara says you've been harassing her. You've been following me, huh? Didn't realize you liked me that much. It's okay, detective. I know why you really came and found me. No one will disturb us down here. You're disgusting. How many times have you harassed and lured down here? Like I said, I like them young. I'm not sure why you're laughing. Harassment and stalking of a minor is a crime, and one that I'm sure your company wouldn't appreciate becoming public knowledge. If I catch you in this sewer again, or catch even a whiff of your stink around Akihabara, I'll bring you in myself and make sure everyone knows it. Got it? Settle down. Let's just talk this through. Money. You cops aren't paid much, right? Fine. But your supervisor will hear about this. Even though he was an idiot, Goto probably knew that I didn't have a strong case against him. Nothing that would land him in jail anyway. All I could have hoped for was that his need to maintain appearances compelled him to stay away from Akihabara long enough for me to get information I needed. Okay, well there you go. I feel like he's gonna touch me if I get too close. I'll be honest with you, I'm just gonna get out of there while I can. He's just gonna grab me. Come here! It's like, fuck. Leave me alone! Go back to Akihabara. Didn't mean to do that. Hi. Goto is gone. Oh, you're back. You don't look so good. Let me turn my volume down a little bit. I'm fine. Goto won't give you any more trouble. Seriously? How'd you convince him to stop? I told him. That doesn't matter. Forget him. Jeez, remind me not to get on your bad side. I guess we owe you, huh? Not if you hold up your end of the deal. Tell me everything you know about this collector. He knows everything, so I've got this theory, right? I think he's some sort of hacker, shedding himself in his room day in, day out. Having all that dirt must be great, though. Not to mention he must be loaded. The collector isn't interested in money. If you didn't pay him, then how did you get the picture? Moeka, you told her? I told you that was private. Well, since you know anyways. When that client started following me at home, I was desperate, so I asked the collector for something that would make him stop bothering me. In exchange, he asked for only one thing. What did he ask for? I used to carry a photo of my dad on me all the time. He died when I was 7 years old, and I never told anyone I had it. Somehow the collector knew. In exchange for that photo, he gave me the incriminating photo for free. What choice did I have? I was scared, but what? Ever since then, I feel like I forget my dad's face a little bit more every day. It gets more and more fuzzy. Why don't you go back and get it? His shop is right under this arcade. You can get to it through an elevator, but I never found him again after that day. The elevator doesn't work normally. I tried. You know, just to see. He controls it and leaves a sign when it's turned on. What? You never told me that. I didn't want you going after him, Marika. He's dangerous. Listen, I appreciate everything you did for me, really, but don't go after him. Something isn't right about him. I appreciate the concern, Akane, but there's no need to worry about me. I'm sure I've gone up against a lot worse than him. Look for 3 paper cranes hanging in front of the elevator. If you see them, you'll be able to go down. That's all I can tell you. 3 paper cranes hanging in front of the elevator. If you see them, you'll be able to go down. Okay. Thanks. Stay safe, Yukio. Supernatural, just like psychological. For now, it's really psychological. But I feel like as far as the quote-unquote dark, the spiritual energy that Reina was feeling, and that the mask and stuff, I feel like that part is supernatural. But other than that, it's really psychological. But it could probably be a little bit of both, I'm sure. Oh, I see what you're talking about now. Okay, my bad. I completely just... psychological as in the darkness and stuff. That part, I'm unsure of that part at the moment. I don't know. Well, there's no 3 cranes. Huh? Was that paper crane here before? Oh, there is one, but there's not 3. There's not 3. I saw one, but... Now as to where to go from here... Did we just talk to people? So, girl? Ask about the collector. About the collector, you mentioned earlier. Oh. The cat breeder? Yeah, sure. But now's not a good time. Tomo keeps throwing up and pooping a lot. I'm worried he might be really sick. I don't know what to do. When did all this start? Yesterday. His tummy seemed a little upset, but I didn't think much about it. But this afternoon, he really wanted to, explode if you catch my drift. Sorry. I don't get it though. Nothing in his diet has changed. That does sound odd. What does he normally eat? Oh, you know, the usual stuff. Sashimi mostly. Sashimi? You're joking, right? Of course not. Why would I joke about that? You can't feed a cat sashimi. Of course you can. It's in the wild cat catch if the fish right out of the streams. It's the same thing. That's not exactly the same. I have a cat, and I bet you feed those store-bought foods with all the extra vitamins and minerals added in, right? Well, yeah. Ha, sucker. You bought into the corporate lies about pet health. Kitties can't be healthy eating all that chemical swill. Chemical swill? Well, my cat's not puking everywhere, so... Sorry, I guess you're right. I got a little carried away there. I didn't mean to be so rude, especially since you're only trying to help. That's alright. Your cats do seem pretty healthy. Was there anything different about today's lunch order? Now that you mention it, I usually only order box from Soichi, the sushi vendor next door, but the past few days I've received 2 boxes. Karen and a VN? Damn it! No, yeah. Let's see, well, I was gonna say something, these cats are like really disturbing. I'll be honest with you. I have 3 dogs. I don't have cats. Not to say I'm not a cat person, but I just prefer dogs. Let's see, past few days I've received 2 boxes. I feel like one of the boxes was laxatives. And yeah. I think that's what I was gonna say. I didn't really think anything of it until you mentioned it. Ooh, what do I do? Say, you don't seem too busy. But I was asking you questions. Of course I'm busy. Why? Why don't I seem busy? I am busy. I am very busy. Do I have a face that says, please give me errands? Oh, I love you so much. Oh my god. To be honest, looking at Ayami's face, she does have a face that says, I'll do anything you ask. 3 dogs. Yeah, I do. I have 3 dogs. So lucky. Oh yeah. The dogs are crazy, man. Well, no, but you're a fellow cat lover and you seem so nice. It would only take a second to go talk to Soichi. Honest, I would, but I can't leave the store. I can't even think straight about the cat collector or anything else until this is off my mind. Please, go talk to him. Fuck you. No, I'm joking. Force her to give information. I don't like Ayami's way of that's one thing I don't like about her, the way she forces information. Fucking pulls out the gun. Oh, what's up now? Tell me where the cat collector is. I walk in. Alright, I'll have a chat with this Soichi and see what he knows. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. Threaten her in front of everybody. Next door. Hi, Soichi, right? I was wondering if I could set up a reoccurring lunch order. If I could set up reoccurring lunch orders, maybe twice a week or something? Yep, that's no problem at all. We do that kind of thing for a lot of businesses around here. Why do you ask? I was just at the cat cafe next door and saw one of your boxes, and Work's moving me in here in a few weeks, so I thought I'd see what my options were. You came from Sachiko's place, right? Yeah, she's had a standing under with me for years. I'm surprised a woman so small can eat 2 whole boxes. 2 boxes? No, her order is only 1. If she was ordering 2, I'd suspect she was feeding her to her cats. Yeah, that would be crazy. Anyway, do you normally deliver them yourself? Sachiko's right next door and a very sweet lady, so I always try to do it personally. That said, when it gets a bit hectic, I ask some of the other regulars around here to run it up for me instead. If you see Sachiko, make sure to give her my regards. I'll try to go up there next time. So about that standing order you wanted to set up? Oh, I need a little to think about it. I need to think about it a little more. I'll get back to you later. Thanks for the help. A little sketchy, maybe, but definitely not a cat poisoner. Finding who supplied that second box should lead me to a suspect. What's up, dude? Do you like cat cafes? What'd you have for lunch? Accused of poison? Hey, you did it! Just start. You wouldn't catch me dead in a place like that. I hate cats. Every time I see one, they always try and scratch me. What'd you have for lunch? Huh? Oh, that's a weird thing to ask. I got a boxed lunch from the convenience store. Why? I'm not gonna convince him. Or I'm not... Wait. A boxed lunch from the convenience store. That's a weird thing to ask. I got a boxed lunch from the convenience store. Before I go accusing people of stuff, I'm gonna go around and talk to some people first. Cats? No, I don't like cat. I have an allergy, understand? Oh yeah, he's the guy that doesn't really know much about English or Japanese. Lunch? I'm not interested, thank you. That's funny. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Huh? Yeah, sure. They're alright. I used to have a cat growing up. Why are you asking me on a date? Why, are you asking me on a date, lady? When I'm on the clock, I usually get a box of sushi from Soichi down the street. Well, you got the same stuff. The other guy got something from the convenience store. And if the lady thinks that my look on this is that whenever I told her that I get stuff from the convenience store, she was like, "Whoa, you do? Oh no, that's disgusting. Why would you do that?" And this guy said he got a box lunch from the convenience store. He hates cats. And he's standing right there. I feel like I have like a three-way option here, and this guy seems most suspicious. What the hell are you talking about? What cats? Why would I do something like that? No reason. I don't want to accuse this guy. I don't. The guy was honest with me and said he hated cats. I don't want to accuse this guy though. He loves cats. I usually get a box of sushi from Suichidan. Oh! Wow, that took a little too long to process. He likes cats. He probably fed him some sushi. He probably fed the wrong one some sushi. He was probably trying to do it to be nice. And he fed the cat a little bit of sushi from the place. And it was like some, I don't know. But, Tomo, I think that's the cat's name. The cat's stomach didn't agree with it. That's probably why. Huh? How'd you... Wait. It's not what you think. I rent the apartment above her shop, and the furballs are always yowling all night. The nut shop owner gives them sashimi at lunch, so I just added some laxatives to it is all. It was laxatives. I was right after all. Son of a bitch. I wouldn't seriously hurt them or nothing. A little cleanup is fair paycheck for her cats keeping me up day after day. That woman's ruining my damn life and doesn't care. I know I'm not the only one who thinks that either. She should be glad it was me who taught her the lesson and not someone else. Alright, fine, I get it. You were at the end of your rope. Thing is, I'm kind of a cat person and I'm kind of a cop. Consider this warning. Fine, whatever you say, lady. Well. Yeah, this guy's nice. Okay. I was like a 50-50, but... Damn, I wish I would've got that off the top. I thought about it, and then this guy just seemed more suspicious. But... Alright, let's go in here and tell her what's up. Suppose I lucked out on getting an apartment that allows animals. If I didn't, you'd probably would find me in a cat cafe every other day. Oh, I looked at it instead of entering. Whoops. This may not surprise you, but your upstairs neighbor isn't your biggest fan. Takumi? That little rat! What'd he do? Is Tomo going to die? If he does, I'll wring Takumi's little neck. No, it was only some laxatives in the food. I think he wanted to ruin your day, not harm the cat seriously. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so relieved. If it's laxatives, Tomo should be fine in a day or two, once it clears out of his system. What a little scumbag. What's his problem? He mentioned the cats have been keeping him up at night. A few weeks of that and anyone might crack. You're right. I'm so used to it I didn't notice, but I'll get a contractor to come out and see about finally soundproofing this place. Tomo, you nearly made my heart stop. I'm glad you'll be okay. Now that one mystery is behind us. Could you return to our discussion about the collector? Of course. I've only visited her once. I wanted to add a very rare Balinese breed to the cafe, and after searching for weeks, I was convinced that it was nowhere to be found in Tokyo. Just when I'd given up hope, I got an email out of the blue from her saying she had the breed I was looking for and that I should come to her shop. Wait a minute. There's two different collectors. There are two different... That's the thing I was talking about last episode. This cat collector and quote-unquote collector are two different people. Or their gender is hidden. Because she's saying that the cat collector is a female. And then in that other place where that girl was crying and I went to talk to Goto, I believe they were saying that that was a he. Watch out, he's dangerous. But you see, that woman met the guy up front, face to face. So she would either believe, or she would know his gender, unless the person is transgender, but I don't know. Then you have this one, Sachiko, which has only emailed the person, and the person said it was a female. Huh, okay. For now, I'll just believe that quote-unquote collector is a he. We'll see what happens. I got an email out of the blue from her saying she had the breed I was looking for and that I should come to her shop. Oh, she came to her shop. If it was a shop and not an elevator, I don't know. Suffice it to say, I was ecstatic. Business was doing alright, so I had some money to spare too, only she didn't want money. She wanted panda. She wanted panda? She wanted a panda? Oh, a panda. That's the first time I've seen her face like that. No, Panda was the name of an old cat I had. He was nothing special, an old mixed breed who moved to Tokyo with me when I was starting up. I doubt I would have started this business if it wasn't for him, but he was also really old and having some health problems. The collector said she'd take care of him, give him the best medical care, and feed him the best food. Panda's last days would be in complete comfort. In exchange, she'd give me the Balinese kitten for free. I thought it was the right thing to do. But Panda has a family. What kind of person am I? I gave him away. I miss him so much. I tried to go back and trade the kitten for Panda, but the 3 cranes outside of her shop were gone, and I never saw her or Panda again. Okay, so that person is either a master of disguise, or they just look like both genders, like a trap. Interesting. Unless I just completely misread earlier, and that is a female after all. But I swear I thought I heard, he's dangerous, watch out. We'll see what happens. Outside of her shop, and but the 3 cranes outside of her shop were gone, and I never saw her or Panda again. That's all I remember. Sorry. Remembering Panda always makes me sad. Thanks for the help. I should get back to work. Let's get out of here, because the music's, and this music's, this whole place has got me, going wild. Okay, so there's finally 2 now, so now I just talk to the other person. 2 cranes? I can't believe the rumors are true. Assuming everyone's not lying to me, there's 1 more to go. And that would be in here. And I looked up next. Let me take a sip of water before I don't know what I was gonna say. Ask about card collector. Ayami, back so soon? Hi, Mina Nyan. Oh, so now it's you too. Back yet? I was hoping to ask her about that. Oh, is Mina back yet? I was hoping to ask her about that dressmaker you mentioned earlier. Oh, well, she's here, but, well, the thing is, I don't think she'll be able to talk. Something awful has happened. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with your wordplay too much, lady. Get to the point. It's really bad. How bad are we talking? Monumentally horrifically terrible. Ayami, the perfect storm of soul-crushing existential dread. Oh, Ayami is so kind-hearted. Maybe she'll talk to you. Wait here 1 moment, please. You're adorable. Oh, hi, oh, gosh. Are you alright? I heard something bad happened. Maybe I can help you? I don't think even I can talk about it. Every time I think about him, I just want to go into the back and cry. Try and relax. I'm a police officer. I'm sure I can figure out a way to make this better. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Police? Well, it's Samuel. Samuel? Who's he? A distant relation of yours? A boyfriend? Did he hurt you? Run out with your money? No, none of that. Samuel Cuddlesworth, my best friend. He's missing. That's definitely a cat. Okay, Samuel Cuddlesworth. Okay, I think I see what's happening here. Her ultra rare, one-of-a-kind kitty plush. Oh, it's a plush. It's just Ayami. Things don't grow on trees, you know? Oh, I thought that was two T's for some reason. A teddy bear. You lost a teddy bear. Oh, it was a teddy bear. Samuel Cuddlesworth was not a teddy bear. He was an ultra rare cat plush. Well. Oh, cruel world. The hideousness of cosmos laid bare before my very eyes. Why did I think you'd understand? She reminds me of, Io from Code Vein. Io's haircut, the gold eyes, white hair. Interesting. No one understands. I'm all alone. We're all alone. And then we die. Ooh, I hate seeing her like this. I don't think she'll be much use to society until she finds a replacement for her beloved Cuddlesworth. Used to society. Wow, that's kind of dark. Oh my gosh. That's kind of deep. She said, I don't think she'll be much use to society. Good grief. The wording on that was kind of rough. Thank you for listening, Ayami. While you're here, want some pancakes? Why the hell not? For the picture. That's adorable. I'll find you a plush. Insist on information. Oh, okay. As far as the NEU is all the way down, I become more relaxed. So, less NEU is good. My sanity is finally stable. Professionalism is getting a little bit better. Investigation, I'm plus 62. Okay, cool. I'm doing a lot better now. Maybe. Let's see what happens. I might drop dead after walking out of this place. I'll find you a plush. Is this some information? I'm sure lots of Samuel is really difficult, but I'm sure the loss of Samuel is really difficult, but it's really important if you tell me about this collector. Sorry, mistress. Like I said, I don't think she'll be much use to you like this. This is too important. Mina, you need to tell me about the collector. Ayami, where's all this hostility coming from? Don't make me ask you to leave. Oh, that's what you meant by force. Push aggressively for information. Okay, whoops. Listen, I can't promise you as rare of a plush as Samuel Cuddlesnipe. Okay, you're just trying to piss her off. But I'll find you something, alright? Cuddlesworth. Samuel Cuddlesworth. The second. Twice removed, actually. Why are you looking at me like that? Yeah. I'm sorry. Time to find Samuel Cuddlesworth. Would it be in here, maybe? I don't have any choice but to leave. Okay. Did she mention anything about where she was before? Maybe, enter. Oh, yes. Okay, well, we're gonna try to get the kitten, of course. My master. Hey, it's still there. Did I put it back? Am I a good person? Yo, what's up? She's beautiful! Where'd you find her? I deem you Countess Belinda Fluffle stuff. Countess Belinda Fluffle stuff. Thank you. Lady Belinda isn't Samuel, but I suppose one must learn to move on from these things. Wow, that was quick. Anyway, since you're feeling better, can you tell me what you know about this collector now? Of course, Mistress Ayami. I heard she studied fashion design in France and then came to Japan. She knows everything there is to know about Akiba fashion. She designed the maid costume I have right now. Or have on. How did you find her? Well, you probably won't believe me, but I spent a lot of time outside here promoting the cafe. Sometimes I noticed the signs would flicker. The images on them would change. I can see from the mistress's expression that she does not believe me. It's true. I swear on my 9 lives. Okay. She shows you what you want on the sign, like an invitation to trade. Then, when there's 3 paper cranes outside her shop, you can go down and she shows you what she has. Her taste is impeccable. She's never wrong. Listen, I get that maids are supposed to play along with fantasies and all that, but this is kind of hard to swallow. But it's true, Ayami. Supposedly she got some local computer hacker type to give her access to some of the signs in the area remotely. I think the other shop owners here don't mind because it only happens occasionally. Am I missing something here? How does she know about what you want? Ayami, you're supposed to be the detective, not me. I bet she's got webcams everywhere, so she can see what the girls are wearing and try to bait them in. It's a small group of people who know that rumor to begin with. Anyway, it's like it's like subliminal advertising. Nina, what's wrong? No, it's not like that. It's not like what? This dress, the one she's made for me, was exactly what I wanted. The bells, the stitching, everything. Down to the last detail. Everyone assumed I had it commissioned, but I never told anyone the truth because I was scared. Somehow she knew exactly what I wanted. And all she asked for in return was the old handmade dress my mother and I made together. An amazing deal, right? But something wasn't right about her or her shop. And she's saying her as well, so maybe it is a female. I just misheard the 2 girls at the beginning. I mean, who has a shop that's 4 levels deep in the basement with no other customers? I felt like some sort of criminal, even though all I was doing was getting a dress. And you know, that dress, the one I gave up, it was cheap. The stitching was subpar, and there were patches all over it from the times I had to repair it. Despite all that, I wish I'd never given it away. Sometimes I think I should try and get it back, but the truth is, I'm afraid to. I don't want to go back there. Sorry, Ayami. I kind of got a little serious there. That's everything I know, though. Thanks for kidding me, Lady Belinda. No problem. Don't go losing her now. You better not. I'm about to smack the shit out of you. That cost me 75 cents. $700 yen. Well, we can look at it. That's it. 3 paper cranes. The buttons on the elevator are lit up now. Well, no choice but to go in. doesn't seem right. Doesn't match the description I got at all. What was that? Oh, I don't know why I was about to talk as if, that person. What was that? Who's there? Reyna? Reyna? Is it Reyna? Don't do that. Is that you? Huh? Who's there? Look around you. Interesting, isn't it? It said cranes can grant a wish. What is it you wish for? I've never been one to believe in wishes. Are you him, the collector? Collector? Crow. Too many names given to me over the years. But okay, I guess I'll talk as an older man. But we have no time to waste on such boring, trivial things as introductions. In the last 20 minutes, I was basically just running errands for all three people there: the cat shop lady owner, the cat cafe owner, the maid cafe owner, and then those two high school girls. And I did all that. And apparently there were 3 cranes that I needed to, that little elevator that was by the 2 high school girls in that arcade. There was supposed to be, like, in order to actually use the elevator, there would be 3 cranes, like 3 origami cranes hanging down from it, and that means you can go inside. Well, with every person I helped, there were 3 people there that I could help, and as every single person I helped, another crane would appear. And then I finally helped the final person, and then the crane appeared, and here I am. Other than that, nothing serious. But we have no time. Oh yeah, just trivial things, and then I met this guy. Or girl. I don't know yet. Everyone else was saying female, except for the 2 high schoolers, I believe. So we're saying male. Don't you want to know who I am? Oh, I know who you are, Detective Ito, or should I say investigator. So hard to keep straight. I suppose it's irrelevant what you call yourself now, as you've arrived exactly. Something's different. Yes. What is it, I wonder? Ah, that's it. You're like me, after a fashion. You see things differently than those around you. The world's not as solid and unchanging as it is for them. Things bend, they break. Am I wrong? No, nothing's been the same since Kamakura. Yes, of course. The girl that I pressed X by accident because I'm spastic. Good thing I have stream, so I can read it anyways. Let's see. Yes, of course, the girl you murdered, Reyna. The girl you murdered, Reyna. What was that your fault? Oh. And then, she gave me no choice. Of course it wasn't. I never meant to. Something made me do it. Do we be honest with the guy? Because something made me do it. Because whenever she pulled the gun out on Reyna, all 4 options were shoot her, and I had no that's all I could do. Something made me do it. She gave me no choice. Of course it wasn't. I never meant to. Something made me do it. I guess I'll say that. Then are you a puppet? Dancing at the end of your strings to a tune you cannot hear? No, it's not that, I said. I'm no one's puppet. Are you sure? Are you so sure, detective? Do you really feel like everything you've done is under your control? When faced with the impossible, you're so certain that every choice you make is your own? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they're being made for me. This is some fourth wall right here, I feel like. They're just like, if they look at me, if they look at the screen and look at like the player, I'm out. Ayami just looks at me and goes, "It's you, isn't it?" And I'm like, huh? No? Let's see, which is easier, I wonder? The knowledge that the cause of all your suffering and your joy is of your own doing or someone else's? I don't have time for this. Of course, of course. Our conversation has tilted towards the philosophical, but you are not here for philosophy. You want something more tangible. I want information, facts. No, it is my business to know what people desire, and that is not what you seek. What is it you want, truly? Tanaka. I want to know what really happened to him. No, it's not only that. I want to know what's happening to me too. Nothing makes sense anymore. I'm tired of chasing after clues that lead to dead ends. Perhaps I can be of some help to you. But first, please indulge me. I have a few questions. I'm curious, so damn it, my dog. I got a beagle, and beagles howl like that whenever they're chasing something. And my little brother's probably running around like crazy, so he's chasing him. Alright. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen too much. You're such a unique visitor after all. I can't really figure out a voice to give this person. Yes, nothing like the others. I don't want to give like a Goto voice, but I'm trying to like alter it to make it sound like more like wisdom? Whimsical, maybe? I don't know. Fine, what do you want to know? I find it interesting that someone like you would drink on the job. Huh? You mean in the hostess bar 2 weeks ago? Yeah, what of it? It seemed so obvious a mistake. Why'd you do it? To be honest with you, I don't know. Oh man, he knows I was like, fuck man, I didn't want to do that, but for information. It was for the case. I didn't think I'd get information otherwise. Not that it changed anything. On the night of your partner's disappearance, you found your way into the sewer using a man. Why him? His just wasn't helpful. A witness saw him. He was an idiot. Why him? Because he was an idiot? The hostess wasn't helpful. A witness saw him. A witness saw him. A witness placed him in that sewer. Why not go directly to the source? What is this? Some sort of psych test? I came here for answers. Enough with the games. It's no game, detective. I can give you what you seek. This is my price. That's it? If you wanted information to use against me, it seems you've already got enough. Blackmail? How pedestrian. Simplistic. No, I have no interest in that. Does he want the mask? I feel like he's gonna want the mask. And I can't give you the mask. But he knows that I'll need the mask. That's why he wants to trade information for the mask, but I'm not gonna give him the mask. I have a gun. I'll give you my gun. No, I need my gun. I need to shoot random stuff to get somewhere in life. You can take my tie. I don't really need that. Looks cool though. I like the tie. Then what do you want? Everything I collect brings me closer to an understanding, much like you. Except the puzzle I assemble is considerably larger, and the piece you provide is, well, worth the trouble. Shall we continue? Sheesh, do I have a choice? What the fuck? Okay. Do I have a choice? Fuck. Interesting. You've already made it. You showed so little patience, detective. Surprising, considering the effort you took to get here. Damn, me and Ayami on like some spiritual. We're on like the same wavelength right now, on some soul eater shit. We and her, we know each other too well. The girl, Reina, she's the one you've been chasing, yes? Let's talk about her. Why didn't you shoot her again in the sewer? She was holding your dear Tanaka at knife point. Why didn't you pull the trigger? See, I had the choice to keep her talking. That's one reason why I believed I could just keep her talking. And like last time, I was forced to shoot her. Like something within, something with what's your name again? Ito? I can't believe it. Ayami. Damn it, I'm that quick with like fucking up names. Ayami, something got to her psyche and to keep her talking, but I also didn't want to hurt anyone, but to keep her talking mainly. The situation was hopeless. The best I could do was keep her talking. Learned as much as I could. Interesting. Most interesting. Though she's gone, the sleepless nights continue, don't they? You've taken your pills twice. Is that enough to make a difference? Do they help? Does it not make you question the fulfillity of it all? Most interesting. Perhaps you've told me enough. Yes, this is most useful. I accept this trade. In return, you want... What is it? Ah, yes, that's right. A path. A way forward. I suppose it's your turn to ask the questions now. Who are you? The mask? Where's Tanaka? Is he alive? I believe what question I ask will mean a lot in the story. I don't care much for who that person is in general. But as far as Ayami, what question would she ask? She wants to know about... She wants to know more about the whole thing. Okay, there's my dog again. But everyone was talking calmly about this dude. Yeah, I feel like there's a reason for why they were talking Gosh, man, my dog is so loud. I apologize. Like, I have headphones in that cancel sound, and it's still really loud. Yeah, my little brother's just running around. Let's see, what are you? The mask? Where's Tanaka? Is he alive? I feel like she would ask about the mask. That's just her character, and she seems like she really wants to know about. She wants to get to the bottom of this shit, and the best way is to ask about the mask. He knows. He even knew I took my pills twice. So I mean, why not? I don't know why I get. Good grief! It really sounds like he's getting the shit beat out of him, but I swear he's not. Oh my gosh. I don't know why, but I get a hunch that you'll know what this is. What is it? Reina was... Good grief. What is it? Reina was obsessed with it. It must be important, but I can't figure it out. Ah, I see. The most interesting relic. It makes people do the most fascinating things. You even attacked a fellow officer to get it, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why did Reina want it so badly? It is a tool. Instead of living in fear of it, why not use it? It might be the key that will help you find your precious Tanaka. See, okay, that pretty much tells me that he is alive and well. That's like, he just answered another one of my questions without me having to ask it. So it's good that, I feel like it's good that I chose this question. Oh, excuse me. Though as powerful as it is, one cannot expect to use it knowing nothing about it. You said it yourself. It all started in Kamakura. The Kawanas have quite a history with that mask. The Kawanas, the Shrine Maiden girl? Her grandmother was the one who gave it to me. Oh, no, that's... my bad. I was, okay. The Kawanas. The Shrine Maiden girl. Her grandmother was the one who gave it to me. The very same. It gives me the creeps. Maybe I should have gotten rid of it. Don't do that. You'll never find your way without it. Okay, where's Tanaka? Is he alive? What are you? I could ask, what are you? But I don't think he'll answer that. He seems to keep his life as seems to keep everything about him secret. So I feel like I'll get somewhere with this question here. In the dark, whether he lives. That is more difficult. The dark. It's not the first time I've heard that. What is it? Where can I find it? The better question is, can it not be found? Where can it not be found? Oh, so it's all over. It's everywhere. Can you not feel it around you? Following you at every turn. It pays great mind to those within its walls. You know of whom I speak. The common thread that binds all the mystery in your heart. Reina. And if that's where she is, Tanaka must be there too. The girl's thread is the complicated one. Yes, very tangled. It begins in Kabukicho, a talent agency called Omega. Kabukicho. I know it well enough, as I imagine any officer of the law would. The dark is a sacred place. It lives and breathes, changes shape, and goes where it pleases. And it is the girl whose suffering determines its shape. Without understanding its root, you'll never find your way, or it could tear you apart. Like it almost has already. I have no choice but to answer the question, so I'll answer it anyways. A dressmaker, cap reader, a blackmailer. It seems that no one in this town can agree upon anything on you except your name. There's no way anyone could know what you do. It's impossible, so what are you? Take a look around you. Is it not familiar? Can you not smell it? The stench of corruption? I've been here for so long, longer than you can imagine. Feeling the desires, the love, the hatred of mankind flow through this place. For you, detective, I'm exactly who you need me to be. Now, shall we return our attention to the matter at hand? Our trade, after all, was not for the knowledge of how I fit into your story. The knowledge for how I fit. Okay, it was for a way to clear the... How do you put it? Ah, yes, to clear the dead ends you run up against. Let us reconsider your problem. The mask and the dark are inexorably linked. Pursuing one without the other is futile. Now you are an enemy of the dark. It will reject you if you don't understand it, and you'll be lost without the necessary tool. How do I know when a path's been opened? Ask your puppet master. My end of the bargain has been upheld. You seem awfully eager to help me. What's the catch? Something tells me I'm going to regret talking to you. Paranoia, an unnecessary feeling. As I said, people fascinate me, especially ones as unique as yourself. You are a detective. I've only given you the tools you need to finish the job. From there... now that is the interesting part. I will look forward to seeing your progress. Consider your debt to me partially repaid. The rest I shall collect at another time. Tell me, my little puppet. If you can see your strings, does your dance not continue? Until we meet again. Interesting. So, he knows enough to be like, oh hey, she's being controlled by someone else. And I don't know if she means that someone is me, the player, or is that like the shadows that are around her that controlled her to pull the trigger at that one point. Or maybe he thinks that I'm the one that wanted her to pull the trigger and that's why I did what I did. Interesting. And we go to let's leave this place and see what we got here. Is there a new location? There is a new location. The air in the collector's basement was stagnant and heavy. If I had stayed any longer, I felt like it might have suffocated me. During the time I was there, Akihabara faded away into a distant memory. I returned to the surface, put my hand up to shield my eyes from the sunlight, and listened to the people on the street. Their conversation seemed so pointless, as part of a world I no longer belonged to. The busy sounds of the street swept the cobwebs from my mind, forcing me to remember everything I told the collector and everything he impossibly knew. I told him so much, but did I have a choice? Maybe he was right and I was a puppet after all. At that moment, it didn't matter. The dark and the mask both belonged to a world I was a part of. Normal methods of investigation wouldn't lead me to them. Countless paths were narrowed down to two, and I had no choice but to march forward toward the leads I had been given. As I left Akihabara behind, one thing bothered me. How did the collector know so much about me? Was I really so easy to read? I didn't have time to dwell on it, because... I turned my volume up way too loud. Kazuki and Reina were in the dark. That much had been all but confirmed, and I now had a means, however impossible, to find them. Two paths, the mask and the dark, both were unnecessary, and I had no choice. I had to make a choice of which to follow first. Chase after a talent agency in Tokyo's red light district, or head back to Kamakura to visit Mai, the girl I nearly got killed. Neither seemed very appealing. My logical side didn't understand how either would help, but as everything around me cracked and crumbled away, logic didn't matter anymore. I had to choose, or maybe something to choose for me. Wait, did she say maybe someone? Or something? Okay, so, I only have two choices here. Do I follow Reina and try to figure out about the dark? Or do I go here and figure out about the mask first? I feel like if I figure out about the mask, I'll know more about the dark. But if I figure out about the dark, then I'll know more about the mask. But the dark is more important than the mask, I feel like. And understanding everything I can about the dark, I feel like I should know about the mask. So we're gonna go here to the mask. See what's up. I came here to find out about the mask, but there's something I've got to do first. 6 months ago, I sent one girl to the morgue and very nearly killed another. Since then, I've thought of coming here to apologize to Mai Kawana countless times, but I couldn't will myself to see her and be faced with my failure. I think of the fear and hurt in her eyes, and I feel nothing but shame. For my own peace of mind, I need to tell her the truth about that day, and about how I lost control. Hopefully she can find it in herself to forgive me enough to help me with my investigation of the mask. Wait, it's fall, so why are the cherry blossoms blooming? It's like nothing's changed since that day. Ooh, interesting. You still work here, homie? Dude? Yo! Oh, it's, you! I was reading papers and I saw your picture. And then I saw that picture on the TV news. And maybe the 7chan message boards after I looked you up. I'm sorry, I was curious. I remember meeting you and couldn't believe it. It's like I met a celebrity or something. Oh, of course it's not good or anything, but you know, you never know unless you never know who you'll meet in this business. Everyone always seems so unassuming. Oh, she looks disappointed. I mean, that's not to say any of it was your fault or anything. Okay, so the message boards are pretty bad. There's a lot of bad stuff on there, like, wow, pretty wild stuff. Are you done? Oh, right, sorry, yes. Hello again. Leave Kamakura. Get straight to the point. I'm looking for Mai Kawana. Have you seen her? Oh, you're looking for Mai again, huh? Are you sure that's a good idea? She was pretty upset about the happenings last time you were here. I mean, I've barely seen her. I've barely seen her leave Kamakura since then. Maybe it's best if you leave her alone. It's important. Ah, shit, I'm like such a spastic. Let's see. It's important I talk to her. Okay, that's what she said. It's important I talk to her. I suppose she'll be at the shrine that's down this street, like usual. Mai's very important to this town. Please don't upset her too much. We all want everything to go back to normal. Okay. Ask about the cherry blossoms. What's going on with the weather here? It's fall, so why are the cherry blossoms out? It's beautiful, isn't it? There's this species of cherry tree, the Prunus, let's see, Subhirtella? Subhirtella? Prunus subhirtella, autumnalis, that sometimes blossoms twice a year. Okay, I've heard about that. I didn't see like the scientific name from it, but for it before. But I have heard about a cherry blossom tree that blooms twice a year. At least that's what it says online. Who'd have thought we'd have them here in Kamakura? Well, I say Kamakura, but they only seem to be in this part of town. Lucky, huh? A cherry blossom that blooms in the fall? I've never seen it. I don't know about fall, but I have heard about something that blossoms twice a year. I can't remember what it is. Are you sure you got your facts straight? It seems impossible. Impossible? Do you doubt my botany expertise? I personally do. But, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know. Impossible would be if the seasons started reversing themselves, don't you think? Yeah, it certainly feels that way. Huh? You say something? Why the glum face? Anyway, I hope you take advantage of the weather and go for a picnic or something. The blossoms are so peaceful. My dog. Jeez. Alright, the blossoms are so peaceful. Do they put your mind at ease? Jeez. I wish that my little brother would stop running up against my window, but it'd be alright. Is Mai's grandmother still at that house near here? You want to see her? Well, she is still around, I suppose. I see the comings and goings of all the people around here. I don't see her getting out much, though. Oh yes, that reminds me. When you were last here in April, did she, I don't know, give you something? I'm not accusing you, of course. I heard that there was an important artifact that went missing last spring. Kawana is old, losing her faculties a bit. Maybe she gave it to you by mistake. Do you remember anything like that? I just exit now? Do-do-do. Okay, I got a 50-50 to talk about this guy. Wait, did he ask me if I have it with me? Hold up. Hold up. Do you remember anything like that? The mask was left off the records, I believe. Or no, he said he read up on it. Take a sip of water and think about that. I feel like telling him would be a not so good thing. Exiting would definitely be a bad thing. He'd be like, I don't know. Lying to him, if he does know as much as he says he does, and he knows quite a bit. The mask. Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh man, I don't want to tell him though, but I don't want to lie to him either. He's trying to be as helpful as possible, and maybe he'll be a little more helpful if I tell him about the mask, or maybe he'll tell me to leave. We'll see what happens. Alright. Oh, so you do know about it. That's a relief. Wouldn't want to think something so important was stolen by some riffraff, right? So does that mean that the police have it? Do you know when they'll return it? You'll have to ask HQ about that kind of a thing, sorry. I contacted them several times. They said they didn't know anything about it. They said they didn't have it. Shit. But they did have it. They did have it, though. They did. And then I took it. Now I have it. And then I told him that I know about it, which pretty much tells him that I have it. And he's gonna think I have it. Fuck. Alright. You don't think they're lying, do you, detective? They wouldn't lie about something like that. Something so precious to this town, would they? I'm sure whoever you talked to was mistaken. Yes, that must be it. I'll keep trying. Enjoy time in Kamakura. That's gonna lead right to me. Right to my ass. Shit. It's a little early to think about leaving. I need to speak with Mai first. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Doo-doo-doo. Exit. Good thing she stopped me from that. Should we just go ahead and go all the way down here first? No? Okay. Let's go in here. Knock. Go away, no visitors. Okay. I'm gonna knock again, just because you... Not with that attitude. Come on, let me in, please. Smash the glass. Use my gun on the door. Maybe. I have a history of shooting stuff. We'll see what happens. Cherry blossoms fell gently against my feet as I approached the Kawana family shrine. In front of me was Mai Kawana, still dressed in the outfit of a shrine maiden. She saw me approach and stood there frozen and terrified, the same helpless. This place, the creepiest place in the game so far for me. Oh really? You don't like the, you don't like the, yeah, I can see what you mean. I can see what you mean by it being kind of the creepiest. The neighborhood area is kind of weird. Especially inside that building. Nah, to be honest with you, that sewer, being down there in that sewer is really creepy to me. Because, like, I just feel like I have no choice but to run. Here, I feel like I'm kind of fine. I feel kind of safe and not having to run. But man, when I was down there and I had to turn on the lights to do that little light puzzle, that was crazy. I felt like I needed to run right there, but I didn't. I haven't had to run once, and I wonder if there's a reason why. I mean, they wouldn't put in a run. They wouldn't add a run mechanism if you didn't need to use it, right? Like, why would you need to? But why wouldn't they just have the run animation, the walk animation? I don't know. That is interesting. She saw me approach and stood there frozen and terrified, the same helpless look on her face as when she had a knife to her throat months before. I thought she died too. I really thought she was killed as well. This time it was me she was terrified of. We were the only two people at the shrine, yet I couldn't shake the feeling of being followed. A familiar presence watching from the shadows. I don't like the static. Why is it getting louder? Is it getting louder? Is it just me? It stopped. I don't want to click X. I clicked X. Oh, what the fuck? What the no? No, I won't do it. What? Why now? Why her? I don't have to do what you say. I'm not a puppet. I can't choose. Wait. Okay, I'm glad she did that because I think there was a time limit as well. There was a time limit. I could have just waited at the time limit, right? I feel like, I don't know. Time limits make me do stuff I don't want to do sometimes. Time limits make me just click buttons, even though, like, I could have just, like, easily in any other game it would have been like, okay, well, I don't want to kill her, so I'm just not going to do anything and let the time run out. But I guess in that case, if I would have let the time run out, she may have just given in and shot her. I'm so glad that she didn't shoot her right there. If my sanity wasn't stable, because right now my sanity is stable. If my sanity wasn't stable, would I have shot her right then and there? I'm curious. And if I wasn't relaxed and focused and professional. That is interesting. You, detective from before, why are you just standing there? Is it over? I'm fine. Sorry to scare you. I'm here to... Why do I still hear the static. It's getting louder. Make it stop. I'm fine. Sorry to scare you. I'm here to talk to you. See, I've never been good at apologies. I'm sorry for everything I put you through. Good grief, that static is... I've been meaning to talk to you ever since that day. I should have come sooner. You're here to apologize? Now? I haven't heard from anyone in 6 months. The police only talked to me once, and then everyone here started avoiding me and acting like it never happened. I guess that makes me the last person you'd want to see now. After that day, I'm sure the police came by and told you that I was only following procedure, but that's bull. Police in this country don't go around shooting people. I didn't feel like myself, and I lost control, putting you at risk. Sounds dubious to say I lost control in such a crucial time, I bet. But that's the truth. The truth? It's strange, isn't it? The cherry blossoms, I mean. It's silly, but every time someone comes here and says how beautiful they are, I get so mad. It's like they don't understand my feelings at all. But that's selfish, huh? It's not like I want everyone to suffer along with me. I imagine the only other people who understand that is you, Detective. Your name is Ito, right? I imagine the only one who understands that is you. Yeah, okay. It's so quiet here. It's hard to imagine something that, like that day in April, really happened in a place so peaceful. But it did. I usually can't take the slightest order. I'm watching this in the middle. I can take a little bit of horror, I mean, but I do get jump scared sometimes. Damn, this fucking static started again. I don't like the static. The ambiance in this game is really good. Really unsettling. I know that you and your partner were only doing what you could to save me, but I wish I could have helped. I felt so helpless. Nothing you could do with a knife against your throat. I mean, I'll be honest. At least you told me the truth. Thank you. You know, I asked Grandma about the mask the redheaded girl was after, and she denied knowing anything. But that was a lie. But it was a lie. I found one of her old journals at the shrine, and she wrote that the mask was important and had to be hidden away. Why would she lie to me? I'm sick of everyone always trying to protect me by covering up everything. Grandma hasn't been the same since that day either. She shuts herself up in that old house and mumbles to herself about darkness and purity. What? I don't know what that machine is outside. I think my neighbor's mowing his lawn again. I'm so worried about her. My gut tells me that the mask has something to do with it. I'm sorry, listen to me, rambling away. I bet you don't care about any of that. The truth is, I think you're right about the mask having something to do with all this strangeness. I actually came here to ask you about it. You think so too? Then let me help you. I don't know anything, but maybe Takashi does. Oh, sorry, Takashi's my brother. He used to live here in Kamakura with me and Grandma, but he left the first chance he got. Probably because of the mask. He probably doesn't want to talk about the mask. He's probably going to also be talking about darkness and purity. We'll see what happens. We talk on the phone all the time, but he refuses to come back and visit. I get the feeling he knows something I don't. He won't even tell me how my parents died. Where does your brother live now? He's an instructor at a kendo dojo in Asakusa in Tokyo. I hear he's a big shot in the kendo world. It sounds like that'd be a good place to start. Do you think he'll speak to them? You can try. He's never been very good at opening up to strangers, though. It's worth a shot. A shot? Shoot? Killer? No, okay, I'm sorry. Thanks for helping me, Mai. Exit before that ambiance freaks me out more. Running for no reason at all. Knock again. Knock again. 3 times for good luck. Alright. Talk to this guy. He doesn't want to talk to me. I'm getting out of here then. Oh, okay. I have to do this to leave. Okay. That makes sense. Gotta talk to him. Say, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Say, Asakusa? Yeah, okay. Intro. Asakusa, the home of Sensoji. One of the most, one of the most famous temples in Tokyo. It's also a bustling entertainment district. It remains a pocket of traditional culture surrounded by the city's high-rises. Interesting. We got no choice but to go there currently. My investigation up to that point had led me to believe that finding Takashi Kawana would be difficult and convoluted, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Turns out his kendo dojo was well regarded as a popular training spot for a few national champions and several of the city's police officers. The latter made me nervous. The information I was asking for was sensitive, and I didn't want word of my investigation finding its way back to HQ. A few misfired questions could result in officers knocking on my door or worse, Yukimura himself calling me up. I had to be cautious. Okay. Let's see. Let's get a little bit further. Hey! Yeah, what's up? Alright, what we got? Look. Inside is a traditional tea shop, but it doesn't look like anyone's been there recently. Okay. Buy octopus balls. Huh? Hello there. Were you interested in buying some of the finest takoyaki in Tokyo? This isn't the cheap stuff you buy at a food stand at the festival. They will make you question everything you know about octopus in a ball form. Who can say no to that sales pitch? Sure, I'll take some. Wow, you're right. This is maybe the best takoyaki I've had. Thank you, miss. Best takoyaki on all the islands. Interesting. Look. Tourists, most likely. I can hear them speaking English. My English isn't great, so I doubt there'll be much help. But I wonder what they're talking about. Hello there, is there something we can help you with? Huh? I don't speak... Wait, Japanese? Your Japanese is perfect. Since I'm a college professor, I'd probably be out of a job if I wasn't. I'm no college professor, but I work for a Japanese software company, so I'd be in a bit of trouble, too. Don't look at me, I just live here. Well, not in Tokyo, in the suburbs. Well, I think you guys might speak Japanese better than I do. I mean, sorry, I never would have thought. Would you prefer to speak in English instead? No, I mean, no, please. Japanese is fine, sorry, I didn't mean to be nosy. I guess I don't see people wearing yukata this late in the year. Is there a festival or something? No, we come to Asakusa every year. And the yukata became part of the tradition after a while. Guess it makes us stand out more than we really do, huh? Don't knock my tradition, Tony. Oh, okay, I'm not even looking at the names. His name is Robin. Cool. Admittedly, my legs are a little cold though. Ask about Takashi's dojo, make an excuse to leave. Without just asking away, we're gonna try to keep it on the D-low as much as possible about Takashi's dojo. We're gonna make an excuse to leave. I'm sorry, I'd love to stay and chat, but I don't think my English is good enough, so have a great day, bye. But we're speaking in Japanese. I didn't expect her to fail miserably. Jeez. I can't move? Oh, I can't move. I didn't expect her to, like, miserably fail at making an excuse. This looks like the dojo I was looking for. It is very traditional aesthetic. Who are you? A friend of Mai's, Detective Ito. A friend of Mai's. You're a friend of my sister's? You expect me to believe that? A little odd, don't you think? Gee, thanks. Really? You think I wouldn't recognize you? You're the officer who was at the shrine in April who almost got her killed. And now you're lying about it, pretending to be her friend to no doubt get something from me. Don't look so shocked. Your little deception was easy to read, that's all. After your idiocy in Kamakura, I heard Maya crying over the phone every night for a month. Don't bother her anymore. Now get out of here before I or one of your fellow officers has to throw you out. Fuck. I fucked up. I fucked up. Well, that didn't go well. Maybe Maya will know how to soften her brother up. But we're really good friends. Like we practically share clothing and stuff, you know? Damn it. That sucked. But, info? Kamakura is filled with so many beautiful shrines and temples, and lots of places to hike in the surrounding hills. Kazuki and I liked coming here in our time off. It's also the place where Mai Koana was held at knife point last spring, the place where I received the mask from her grandmother. Okay, I don't think I did that earlier, so I just did that right there, because I wanted to. I believe I fucked up. Oh man. Okay. I believe with his with his reasoning as for why he didn't want to talk to me, I believe it would have been the same even if I would have told him I'm Detective Ito, or I am a detective, a cop officer. Either or. I believe he would have been like, I don't want to talk. Oh, I can really get closer now. Cool. I think I managed to find your brother. He didn't exactly seem happy to see me. Yep, you found my big brother, alright. He's been protective of me ever since we were little. I know I'm probably overstepping my boundaries, but would you be willing to come talk to him? Oh, no, that's me saying that. I'm still, I'm new to this. Not really, but I'm just failing. I know I'm probably overstepping my boundaries, but would you be willing to come talk to him? I don't think he'll tell me anything on my own. You want me to help? You know, seeing you again really got me thinking. I decided that even if everyone's trying to hide it, I can't sit here and ignore what's happening. I need to understand why my family's been acting so strangely. Even my own brother is keeping me in the dark. I'm sick of it. Sure, I'll come with you, Ito. If I went alone, he'd probably pat me on the head and send me on my way. But if you're there, I'm sure he'll tell me about my parents, the mask, and everything else. Are you sure that's what you want? Sometimes not knowing is better, Mai. No. No more stupid little Mai. I'd rather be hurt and aware than happy and ignorant. But before we go, let's check out on Grandma. These days, if she doesn't know where I am, it can really set her off. Alright, we'll make a quick stop at the house. Thanks, Mai. She's gonna be like really pissed off and be like, Someone been knocking on my door plenty of damn times. It is seeing me off. A dead crow lies in the middle of the street. The small body is in bad state of decay. It's covered in dried blood. The maggots have begun eating its remains. That wasn't there before. That was not there before. Or was it? I said no visitors! Leave me alone! Grandma, it's me. Please open the door. My? Oh my! It's you! Please, come in. Yes, come in. She's gonna be like, it's you. Die. Wait, what is she doing here? It's okay, Grandma. She's here to help. Help? Ha! Don't make me laugh. You were supposed to help me, remember? I felt something and you were going to set me free from the past. Or you were going to free me from the past. Whoops. Free you? Are you talking about the mask? Do not discuss that horrid thing here. No matter how far you go, I can still feel it. Like needles in my skin dragging me to it. In my dreams, I can still see that place. Have you seen it too, Detective? A dark place where those we've lost reside. I'm so old and have wasted so much time, and yet the pain won't go away. My poor Emiko. I miss her so much. If only I could have found her. Emiko, you mean Mom? Find her? What are you talking about? She's gone? She's gone. Okay. Takashi told me she died after I was born. Yes, of course. You shouldn't be asking about such things, Mai. If it weren't for this woman, you'd be safe at the shrine. No, Grandma, you're wrong. I'm not safe while everyone lies to me. I'm going to see Takashi. If you don't tell me the truth, he will. Mai, listen to yourself. You must stop. Opening the door to the past will solve nothing. Ever since you were little, I've done what I could to protect you and your brother. Please don't go down this path. You look so much like her, you know. Your mother. And you, Detective. Perhaps my granddaughter is too naive to see it, but you can't hide it from me. I know what you've seen. What you think you're able to do. But keep my family out of it. We've suffered enough. You don't know anything about me, and besides, I'm not the one hiding things from my family. Tell me, do you know the story of Izanagi and Izanami? Grandma, this again? I'm sure Ito's not interested in hearing some old myth. Really, we should get going. Stay right there. Though I've told you this story many times, so many times you don't seem to grasp its importance. I think it would be useful for this woman to hear it. Okay. Izanagi and Izanami were the first of the gods known to us. The first of the gods known to us as the Kami, which is God in Japanese. According to legend, it was the drops of ocean water that fell from Izanagi's jeweled spear that created the islands of Japan. The drops of ocean water that fell from Izanagi's. Okay. When they descended to our lands, they brought their love and devotion with them into the realm of mortals. Izanagi and Izanami had many children. The deities of nature that inhabit the natural world all around us. For time, life was peaceful. However, as Izanami gave birth to Kagutsuchi, the Kami of Fire, she was horribly burned and suffered mortal wounds. As she lay dying, faced with her mortality, new Kami were born from her suffering. Kami that hid away from the light. When Izanami passed, Izanagi was inconsolable. In his rage, he struck down the child that killed his love. Unable to accept her death, he ventured deep underground to Yomi no Kuni, the land of the dead. Distraught with grief, he wandered in the darkness until he finally heard the voice of his beloved. Though unable to see her face, Izanagi begged Izanami to return with him. Izanami replied that she would try and ask the gods of Yomi no Kuni for permission to return to the land of the living. Incapable of restraining his desire to see her, Izanagi set his comb alight in order to look upon his lost love. What greeted him was the sight of her decaying, worm-eaten face. Ugh. In horror, Izanagi attempted to flee Yomi no Kuni. Izanami, enraged, sent dark spirits to pursue him and drag him back to her. Interesting. And narrowly escaping, Izanagi's sealed the entrance to Yomi no Kuni with a great boulder. So you see, it is our mortality that brings suffering into the world. Yet resisting it is a perversion of the natural order. Damn, I can't read. Being mortal means we must accept that we cannot control life and death. Detective, some things cannot be changed, and some doors should never be opened. You must stop. Grandma, you're talking about stories and myths. We're talking about real things. The story might be a myth, but there's truth within it. Can't you see that? The things you pursue, they're unnatural, unclean. Heed my warning and stop this foolishness. I won't let you involve my family any further, for those bastards take my Emiko. First those bastards take my Emiko, and then you show up. Perhaps I'm being punished for my sins. Mai, come here, my sweet child. We must keep you away from her. No, Grandma, I told you already, I'm going to see Takashi. I'm an adult now. You can't tell me what to do anymore. No, you can't. You can't go. We must protect our family from outsiders, Mai. You're reopening old wounds. Leave us alone. Let us heal. Heal? You think I want to heal? Okay. Can't you see how much these lies have hurt me already? You're the one wounding me, Grandma, not Ito. You're delusional. You can't tell. You tell us stories about Kami as spirits. Takashi might hide things from me too, but at least he makes sense. This time, he's going to tell me the truth about everything, about Mom and Dad too. No, stop. I'll tell you how your parents, how they. You can't, can you? You never told me how they died. The reasons always changed every time I asked. No, Mai, please, you must listen. They might be listening. They're still out there, and they haven't forgiven me. Can't you see? They? What are you talking about? You're insane. I'm sorry I spoke to you that way. I'll be back to check on you soon. Don't go. Please. Goodbye, Grandma. Interesting. I'm sorry. She's gotten much worse since you last saw her. No, it's fine. Why do you think she told us that story? About Izanagi? I don't know. It was kind of creepy, wasn't it? She was talking about it like she really believed it. Come on, let's go see Takashi. What if I knock? Let's see. Whoa, where do you think you're going? Mai and I are leaving. What of it? Oh, well, you can't. I got a call from Mai's grandmother, and she says she's having health issues, so she has to stay. I didn't ask what they were, but... I didn't ask what they were. Wouldn't want to be caught fainting on my shift again. But it must be pretty bad if she called. Mai's an adult. Her grandmother can't keep her here. Let's go. No, you don't understand. You're not going anywhere. Use violence. Exit. Use violence. Am I gonna have to use violence against this guy? Am I gonna have to use violence against you, dude? Like, I don't want to do that. There's gotta be another way around it. There's gotta be another way around it. Go away, no visitors. What if I throw the dead crow at the guy just so I can fucking pick it up? Oh, yep. That's what I'm gonna do. Wow. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Good thing I'm wearing gloves. This had better work. Well, hey, look at this! Look what I found. Show the dead bird. Hey, look at this! Oh my god! I told you I don't like about blood, and blood's not really my thing. You see, the germs and... Oh, okay, I'm dizzy. I'm a little dizzy. Just going to... Oh dear, did he just faint? Sure looks like it. He'll be fine. Let's get a move on. Well then. Okay, we've already looked at this. I don't want to use violence against that guy, but could that be counted as violence? I wonder. Hey yo, let's get some of these. Miss, I can see a glimmer in your eye that tells me you have a hunger for a second order of my nationwide famous takoyaki. Who, me? Well, why wouldn't I? It was amazing. Yep, the struggle is real. You think I don't sit here in the presence of my own creations and not want a little taste? No, of course I do. They're delicious. But the extra time and effort means I don't have as many on hand and have to limit myself to one per order per customer. But I'm your only customer. Come on, just one more taste. Sorry, no can do. There's a reason I set up in a quiet spot like this. Otherwise, I'd sell out in minutes. Well, let me know if you change your mind. Did you change your mind yet? Sorry, I never forget a customer's face, and you've already had the satisfied expression of someone who's eaten my food already. Damn it. Ask you again, I really want those octopus balls. They're too persistent. You know, I meet a lot of cops here, and there's two things I've noticed. One, they are octo friends. Two, they are persistent. He says it again? Okay. Those other guys are gone. Mai, what are you doing here? Did she make you come? It's not like that, Takashi. It was my idea. I asked her to go talk to you, but you sent her away. This woman almost got you killed. You expect me to cooperate with her? Surely, if you need to talk to me, you could come yourself. No, if I came alone, you'd just evade all my questions like you always do. Besides, there's something I need you to see. See? What are you talking about? Where'd you get that? Put it away! You know what this is. So you know what this is. I knew you were hiding something from me. That's not true. I wasn't hiding it. It's not something you ever needed to know about. Besides, why is she carrying it in the first place? Wait, don't change the subject. This isn't about Ito. Mai, I understand you're upset with me. But we should talk about this another time. Furthermore, the mask has nothing to do with you. You're wrong. Back in April, when Mai was held at knife point by another girl, it was this mask she was looking for. A mask that your family is connected to. Looking for it? I suppose I've been a fool to think I could keep the truth from my family's past from you. The past? Does this have to do with Mom and Dad? Yes, and so much more. I first saw that mask when I was a child, before you were born. Excuse me. He's a little bit older. Okay, or a little bit older than her at least. The truth is, it belonged to a cult, the Kamikai, of which our parents were members. A cult? You're kidding. How did your parents get mixed up in that? I know how it sounds. I find it hard to believe myself. It was a group led by a guru named Tokimasa, who promised a simple life away from the hypocrisy and falseness of city life. Our parents had both had master's degrees, and my mother was on her way to earning her PhD. They chose to give up their lives and careers to follow this mystic and live at a compound. The Common Kai was one of many such groups back then. I was a child and didn't understand, but when I think about how our parents were deceived and what they put me and my through, it's unforgivable. The mask was at the compound, but why they had it or what they believed it could do, I don't know. Do you think there were any members of the Common Kai who left who'd know? No, you see, there are no surviving members. They died, all of them, including our parents. I'm sorry, I don't remember much about it. One night, Grandma came to the room where we were sleeping, saying we had to go. The compound was in the woods. It was dark and I could barely see, but she kept charging forward with Mai in her arms and me trailing behind. Once we were back in Tokyo several days later, Grandma told me our parents were dead. She didn't seem sad. It was as if she expected it. The government censored much of what happened, so I was never able to learn how they died. Me and Grandma didn't speak about it, ignoring it as if my childhood and everything that happened in those woods was all a bad dream. If it wasn't for her, we'd probably be dead with our parents, but ignoring what happened couldn't erase the anger I felt towards them. I wonder if they even cared what might happen to us. As a high schooler, I spent more time trying to find out about the Common Kai than I did studying. I thought that if I could understand why my parents willingly gave up their lives and abandoned us, I'd stop feeling so betrayed. But I was wrong. Nothing I found gave me any peace. Mom and Dad died while part of some cult? I don't believe it. It's true. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I guess that in hiding it from you, I was able to hide it from my feelings as well. Hide it away my feelings. I didn't think Grandma was too painful I think for Grandma it was too painful to talk about. I believe she took possession over the shrine in order to live a simpler life. We had to keep it secret. There's no way we could live normal lives with the stigma of the Common Kai attached to us. I suppose keeping that a secret hurt us both dearly. For me, pursuing kendo gave me some measure of control over my life again. But Grandma, who made a choice to leave her only daughter behind, she always seemed to carry the guilt of it with her. She started going out at night, babbling about how she was looking for Mom. When she'd come home, she would have a rotten stink on her clothes. I was too scared to confront her, so I tipped off the police. They found her wandering in the sewers, holding nothing but the mask, the same one found from the cold compound all those years before, and the one you hold now. That's very interesting. I was shocked when they gave it to me. I hadn't seen it for so long, and the unpleasant memories from my past came flooding back. That was when I decided to leave Kamakura. It was the only way I could move on with my life. That's very interesting. Dude, you're a blessing. Damn. Thanks for stopping by. That sounded very wrong, by the way. Blasting content. Oh, man. Yeah, I decided to do a second stream today just because it's the weekend. I might even do 2 streams tomorrow as well, because why not? Depends on how my voice is. Turn the SFX down. Keep the SFX stuck right there. I'll turn it down a little bit. The sound is so loud. The music is going over my voice, really? I didn't know that. How bad was it though? Has it been like really, really hard to hear me, or? It's been. Oh, I didn't. Did that even make a difference? I don't think that. Didn't even make a difference. Or no, the BGM as well, maybe. Sound effects. Sound effects, I'll turn that up a little bit. As for music, that's fine. The voice, as far as voices go, the voices are kind of fine as well. The voices aren't loud. There's not many voices to begin with. I'll keep the BGM right around there then. How's that? Is that okay? Hopefully that's a bit better. Alright, we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's better. Maybe my mic's a little too far from my face. I'm not 100% sure. That's where it usually is. Alrighty, we'll see what happens. Or actually, let's check what you said. The music is too freaking loud. Really? It's still too loud? Like the beats? Well, yeah, I turned the music down a little bit, the BGM. How about now? Sound effects, down a little bit maybe. Not German, English. Is that better? That should be better. There's no way it's... Well, no, I understand you completely. I'm turning down the BGM and the music and everything, and it's not working apparently. I don't know what to do then. If I turn it all the way down, it's just like right there, maybe. I don't know. It makes your voice quiet now. But I turned down the volume, so it should be better though. My mic is just as close to my face as it's always been. You didn't have a problem with it the whole time? What did you do last time? It makes your voice quiet now. Just stay like this. Oh, really now? Interesting. Okay. You want to fight waifu style? Not really. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit more just because of that. Alright. If there is any more problems, please let me know. I don't want to be too much louder than the effects. I don't want to ruin the atmosphere of the game. But obviously I'm not the one that's watching the stream. So, yeah, okay. Okay, I'll continue on. Alright. That was when I decided to leave Kamakura. It was the only way I could move on with my life. That doesn't account for how the mask ended up with your grandmother in the first place. I don't know how she got it. It seemingly appeared out of thin air. Or maybe someone gave it to her. She never said. I left the mask with her. It always made me uneasy. It had a strange aura about it. Wait, Grandma was looking for Mom? Mom? In the sewers? I don't remember any of this. You were in the dorms at school the whole time. Grandma's strange behavior was part of why I insisted on you going to those private schools away from Kamakura. I couldn't drag you into the madness of our past. We parted ways without ever speaking of it, and she was much better by the time you returned to Kamakura. Detective, what exactly is that you're looking for? What exactly is that you're looking for? Surely our family's history isn't of use to you? I assume you've heard about what happened to my partner. This mask was there again when he died. It's more than an ornament. I need to know where it came from. If that's true, then I want to help. Your partner, he seemed like a nice person. No, Mai. You've helped plenty. I had to do this on my own. Ito was right. I apologize for not telling you all this sooner. But you can't get involved with something so dangerous. I already thought I lost you that day at the shrine. I wouldn't forgive myself if something like happened to you now. Alright. Thank you for finally telling me the truth, Takashi. I'll head back for now. I hope you remember that I'm your sister. I may not remember the same things you do, but we're still family. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for your help, Mai. You're right, Mai. I'll come visit you soon. It looks like she's gone. Mai's not here, so there's no need to be coy. No doubt possessing that mask has taken its toll on you. Even in the brief time I was in contact with it, I felt an immense darkness behind it. I had such strange dreams and saw things I never would have imagined on my own. There was always an unusual air about it that I couldn't stand to be around. Maybe lying to Mai again makes me a hypocrite. All I know is I don't want her getting hurt. But, like you said, I don't believe that mask is simply wood and paint, though I doubt anyone else would believe us. No one ever did, except for one man. On this street, there's an old tea shop. Perhaps you saw it on your way in? An old historian named Yaoshia is there occasionally. He was the only one who ever acknowledged what I said about the mask as truth. If you're looking for information on the mask, he might be the best person to ask. I never pursued the topic with him, but I speak with him occasionally about other topics. His mind is a vault of valuable information. Hopefully he can shed some light on what it really is. I hope so, but please, detective, be careful. Another thing I wonder about this is investigation. Once it hits 100%, does that mean I have solved the case? And that the game is over? I wonder if 78 is my, like, how close I am to the game. And maybe when it goes lower, then it gets me farther from the game. Nah, there's no way. There's no way. Is this the guy that he's talking about? No, it's not. Enter tea shop. What time we got? Let's see. Okay. I'll talk to this guy and then I'll end it. Welcome, come in. Do sit down. No need to be so formal and stand there like a statue. How can I help you? Are you the Yasuhisa? Takashi told me to come speak with you. Oh? And how is Mr. Kawana? Still as prickly as ever, I suppose. I've always found him to be wise beyond his years, though perhaps not by choice. I digress. My apologies. It's the quirks that come with old age, you know? What does Mr. Kawana think I can help you with? I'm looking into a few things related to the Common Kai, the group his family got mixed up in. A more difficult question than you might expect. You see, there are two groups that share that name. The first, as you know, is the religious group formed by the Guru Tokimasa. The second is an ancient order over 1,000 years old. What is this you're holding? I asked that so calmly. I was told it's related to the Common Kai, the newer one, and that you could tell me about it. Ah, that explains many things, child. The far-off look in your eyes, for one. I imagine you have many, many questions. Masks are interesting, are they not? They are meant to be a disguise, and yet a mask cannot lie or contort itself to hide the truth. In that sense, it is the mask that is more truthful than the human faces we hide underneath them. I wonder how you came to be in possession of an object with such dark history. I think it might be related to a missing person, but I don't know anything about it beyond that. Ah. It's just, oh wait. Yes, I see. But itself is the essence of history. Layer upon layers of personal connections that are continuously peeled back to their root. Relics like the one you hold often take unusual routes to where they end up. You know what I realized? I could have done amazing, what kind of, what accent would it be? Nah, I don't know, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. Relics like the one you hold often take unusual routes to where they end up. Relic? If it's from the Kamenkai cult in the 90s, then I'd hardly call it a relic. Misguided and deceptive though he was, Tokimasa was no fool. In order to gain new followers, he needed to give his cult historical legitimacy. He collected obscure objects and gave them new meanings that he could control in order to manipulate his followers. The mask was what he chose, along with the name of the group that created it. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I guess so. Only, I guess I was hoping you could tell me some other things about it. For instance? Like, why... Now that I'm about to say it out loud, it sounds silly. I'm sorry I bothered you. Don't be silly. You wonder, for example, why holding the mask seems to take you to another place? Or perhaps you see the visions that don't seem real. Why you feel a strong will exerting itself from you? Oh yes, I know all about those things too. How could you know about that? When Tokimasa was in possession of it, he believed it showed him a path to the realm of the gods. He wrote extensively on the subject. Though unlike most, I don't discount such phenomena as the ravings of a madman when the phenomena repeats itself. Do you too look into the inky blackness and see familiar shapes in the shadows? Not shadows. I see and hear people who are supposed to be dead. I find things I couldn't possibly have found otherwise. Most interesting. Tell me, detective. Oh, apologies if you don't mind. Do you mind if I call you that? I don't remember telling you I was a detective. My mistake. You must forget me. A slip of the tongue. I believe it was in the way you carried yourself. Determined investigators such as yourself have such a sense of purpose in their mannerisms, you see. And you do seem rather determined to get to the bottom of whatever it is you're chasing. Tell me, does me telling you that your experiences are not an illusion provide you with any level of comfort? I'm not sure, but I do feel something. Maybe hope? Fuck me, I don't know why I clicked X. Okay, hold up. Maybe hope? It's like I've fully got a foothold on solid ground. Okay, there we go. Good thing I stream, I swear. If I didn't stream, I'd be fucked right now. Ah, yes, my knowledge is a light in the dark places, is it not? To think of a relic of such importance would end up with a detective. Do you mind if I ask you something? Which do you believe? Are our lives controlled by fate? Pre-measured threads that determine our deeds, our wishes, and our ends from the minute we come into existence? Or conversely, is our thread subject to the chaos inherent in the universe instead? Does it change according to our deeds that which happens to us seemingly by accident? I am like so slow in reading. My brain is like not processing much at all. Do you believe that it is fate or chance that decides which threads of life are cut short and which are followed? Let me read that question again. Do you believe it is fate or chance that decides which threads of life are cut short and which are followed? Let's see, chance or fate? I feel like the answer would be fate, but I personally feel chance. It's just, but maybe it's fate. I feel like fate would be. Yes, of course. Maybe you feel your life has been somewhat out of your control as of late. Control, huh? To be honest, I don't feel like I've had much of that at all since the mask came to me. You said that the mask was made by the old common Kai. Why? Confusing me can't be the purpose it was made for. Excuse me. Yes, a more complicated answer than you might have wished for. Indeed, it should come as no surprise that the creation of such a mysterious object is equally enigmatic. Perhaps you could do me a favor. Don't worry. It is in relation to this very topic. An important book has gone missing from my shop. If you could retrieve it for me, I feel it could shed a great deal of light on the subject. What kind of book? A book of the missing variety. I'm sorry, I jest. It concerns the mask bearer. Mask bearer? That's me, right? Although you carry it, that does not make you its bearer. All will become clear when the book is returned to me. Sounds easy enough. Where can I start looking? Oh, you needn't go far. The man who has it is right outside this building, in fact. As I said, it's not much of an errand, but I, of course, cannot leave my shop. He's right outside? This won't take long. She just starts talking like I'm out of nowhere. This won't take long. I'll be right back. This won't take long. I'll be right back. If it won't take long, I'm gonna go ahead and get the book, and then I'm gonna end it. Because I don't want to go out and, like, forget everything. I'm gonna run past this guy, because why not? And I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna do, like, a quick little run. Oh, yeah. Now, talk to this guy. Ask about tea shop. The old tea shop is next door. Isn't that place closed down? Closed? That can't be right. What else do you know about it? Pure conjecture on this one, but I think it might be owned by the kendo instructor from the dojo down the street, on account of him being the only one I ever see in there. You might not believe me, but I swear I saw him in there chatting away to himself. He might be a little nuts. Then again, it might be some super awesome kendo meditation technique. Oh man, why didn't I think of that before? Next time I ought to ask him for some pointers instead of spying on him, eh? Word through the grapevine is that he's a regional champion or something and has trained some of the best. Lots of cops train with him too, so he must be good. Maybe he's not so crazy after all. Speaking of which, I have a bit of a crazy question to ask you. I know you said it was closed, but do you know anything about a book taken from there? Maybe recently? I was led to believe you would. Oh geez. Go on. Like I said, the place has been empty for years, but you know, I spend a lot of time outside it, and half the time the door's wide open. So, one day a few months back, I decided to take a look around. Nothing suspicious or nothing. I was just curious is all. Hey, curiosity killed the cat, right? Anyway, it was all dusty and old in there, and there were all sorts of weird stuff lying around. So I might have taken a little souvenir. I mean, it wasn't super old or nothing, so I figured no one would miss it. Besides, it wasn't for me. It was for my kid brother. That guy can go deep into dumps sometimes, so I try to be on standby for when that happens, you know? so I figured a little gift would cheer him up. And back then, he was going through some particularly tough times. His bitch wife, pardon my language, had left him and taken their kid daughter with her. He still doesn't talk about it, like he's in denial or something. Whoops, I got off track again. I was heading to visit him with the ill-gotten book when I get this phone call saying he was in the hospital. He OD'd on expensive sake and sleeping pills. Thank God that idiot decided to do it at the bar he owns, with the door unlocked. A customer came in and called an ambulance. If it weren't for that, I'm sure he'd still be there. Or, I'm not sure he'd still be here. That's quite a story. Sorry. Sounds like to me he wanted to be found. Sounds like to me he wanted to be found. Yeah, I think so too. I think he was trying to ask for help in his own way. Damn. My dog is so loud. In any case, I took the book from him while he was in the hospital. Wanted to show him that even when he was at his lowest, there was someone out there trying to... you took the book to him while he was at the hospital. I wanted to show him that even when he was at his lowest, there was someone out there trying to do something nice for him, you know? I think it helped. For a minute, anyhow. As soon as the doctors let him leave, he went right back to that toxic little bar. I hope he's okay. He's got issues, but he's my little brother, and I worry about him. He hasn't been answering my phone calls lately. Originally, my brother's bitch ex-wife, sorry again, had the brilliant idea to put his skill to work in a cheap part of town. Despite that, he's holding on to it with everything he's got. The place is low-key bankrupting him, but he won't let it go. All he has to do is sign some papers and move on, but he can't. Something about it has its claws deep into him. I've been trying to get him to join me in my business for years. He's a great chef and we could make a killing. Maybe it's not the best time for owning a whole bar, but serving passersby and getting some sunshine in is good for the soul. Plus, food stands are doing really well abroad, I hear. Much better than wasting away in Shinjuku, at any rate. Oh, Daijo is his brother. That's cool. Okay, Shinjuku. Yeah, it's in a slimy little side street. Anyway, if that book is important to you, he's probably still got it at his place. And he didn't tell me. Okay. You want the address? Wait, I knew you looked familiar. Your brother's Daiso, right? You know him? Small world. It was probably the smile on my face that threw you off. Tell me, that's his kid brother? The other guy looks a lot older. How? They gotta be like 2 years apart, or a year apart. There's no way. Tell him his brother Haruto says hi. While you're at it, tell him takoyaki stands are still in the future of cuisine. And to get his butt over here. I'll do that. Thanks for all your help. Bye, balls. You know, I meet a lot of cops here, and he still won't sell them to me, bastard. Alright, with that being said, I'm going to end it here. Man, this has been an interesting episode. A lot of filled in plot holes that I've definitely enjoyed hearing about. Not enough Neko made cafe though. So that's depressing. Nah, but anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna pick up tomorrow, probably for another double stream. I wouldn't mind doing another double stream. But yeah, anyways, if you stopped by for the stream, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're watching this after it's already been uploaded, then thank you so much for watching. And as always, take it easy and peace out.